you know, just waiting for the perfect moment to kick off this vlog, and I thought it would be laying on the bed with no sheets on. Well, it's got a mattress pad, but no sheets, with my tiny squish. All right, I sat up. It is Monday, March 18th, and this week we're gonna attempt a weekly vlog. And in all seriousness, kicking it off, I sat up. Hi. Are we ever serious around here? I don't know. I don't have a ton to say in this clip other than I am kicking off this vlog and I am attempting a weekly vlog this week. I had day on the life, like to film a day in the life vlog on my planner almost every day last week and never felt up for it. And so I thought, you know what? I'm gonna try a weekly vlog this week. I feel like I've gone back and forth over the number of years that I've been doing vlogs on whether, like, what is a better fit for me. And then also my life is always changing. And so there was a period that it was like, I think a daily is better. And then when I was pregnant, I did a week in the life vlogs for 10 weeks straight, like leading up to maternity leave that would go live once she was born. Like the first 10 weeks, it was kind of my way of having no lives built in for the maternity leave, was these weekly vlogs. And while I do think the weekly vlog format of being able to pick up the camera when it makes sense and not having to worry about like an entire day when I was pregnant made sense, but I felt the pressure of doing it every single week getting to me towards the end. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna switch back to daily once she's here. And now I'm like, no, maybe weekly is the answer, but not every single week, which I don't need to do it every single week in order to produce the number of videos that I'm producing now that I'm not on maternity leave. So anyways, that was a much longer intro than I intended it to be, but here we are. Lila and I are stripping this bed because Sam's brother and sister, okay, she has something to say. Anyways, Sam's brother and sister were here this weekend. Actually, his brother's still here. He's just working right now, but his sister left this morning and she was here in our room. It just the way that our apartment is set up and like the musical rooms of where we were putting everybody, it just made sense for her to be in here. Anyways, so we're taking the sheets off the bed. Yeah, we're gonna wash the sheets. Someone's getting a little bit restless, so we're gonna move on and I'm gonna get these sheets in the washer. We're gonna move on with our day. Well, clearly I need to get back into a groove of a weekly vlog because here we are. It's the end of the day and this is the only other clip I'm gonna have for today. Good thing I've got 4 more days to make content. If my hair is not an example of how today went, it did not go as planned, which is what happens with a baby. Some days don't go as planned, but our company is off and on their way. Our house is mostly put back in order. There's still a air mattress on the floor in my office, but everybody's sleeping in their own beds and that is a positive. I am getting some work done in here because again, our day didn't go as planned and I didn't get like the one work thing I wanted to get done today. I didn't get to, so I'm gonna do that now. I don't usually like to work in the evenings. It's not my preferred work time. I am a morning person. I do better work in the morning. And so I try to plan around that, but now that I have a child and sometimes I need to just work in the evenings. So my mom is helping tomorrow. I feel like I'm jumping the gun to tomorrow because my mom is helping tomorrow. And so I want to get one thing done today to set me up for success tomorrow. However, my printer also has decided now that it's going to stop working. So that's why we're filming this clip instead. I'm letting my printer breathe for a second. Anyways, I don't like to work in the evenings. Typically though, if I do, I try to get in bed and work on my like lap desk in bed. I love that thing. I talked about it in a favorites video forever ago and it is still one of my favorite things. Sam got it for me for Christmas years ago and it is like one of my favorite items. But part of getting the house reset today, which you already saw, was changing the sheets on our bed. And so the sheets on our bed are clean. I am not clean. So I need to take a shower before I am allowed in the bed. And I thought like if I take a shower, it's gonna kind of relax me. So I'm just gonna sit here and power through and then take like one of those really nice long showers. I feel like everybody has different names for it. Let me know down in the comments what you call like a full reset shower and maybe that, I don't know. I don't actually know what I call them. I've seen people on Instagram call them different things, but the concept of you're gonna like everything, you're gonna wash your hair. Maybe it's like the deep, like I'm gonna do the clarifying shampoo. You're gonna shave, you're gonna like all the things in the shower. That's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be really lovely. And then crawl into some nice clean sheets. Here's to a better day tomorrow. It wasn't a bad day. It just didn't go as planned. Okay, I have chocolate in my mouth because I started eating this, which I only bought today because I think I talked about this in one of the weekly vlogs I did during maternity leave, or like, you know what I mean. I used to never be a frequent Target shopper because the Targets in New York City, which is where I used to live, if you're new here, I lived there for 10 years. The Targets there are small and don't have a lot of stuff. So I didn't shop at Target regularly when I lived in New York. I do shop at Target here, partially because the Targets in the city, like the ones within walking distance, have a decent amount of stuff. And also because my mom is a very regular Target shopper and will drive to the big Target. So we do get a lot of stuff there. So I obviously signed up for like Target Rewards, and they have like random things all the time. And so right now it's like if you spend a certain amount 3 times in the month of March, you get like a $15 gift card. And today my total was like 60 cents short of the amount that you need to spend. So I bought a Cadbury egg because they were right there. And I actually really love Cadbury eggs, and it was like $1. So anyway, and then I started eating it. I pressed print on my thing, and my printer decided it was gonna work again. After I did earlier today, I did a lot of troubleshooting earlier today. Truthfully, I did not know how to make that word past tense. I could not get it to work, so I finally just like unplugged it and walked away and was like, I'll be back for you later, printer. And I decided to just like try, and it printed. So we're in good shape. I'm gonna wrap up here, finish my chocolate, which now that I think about it, I should not have had this this close to bed. Oh well. Hello, it is Tuesday afternoon, and I am currently walking from a coffee shop to my mom's house where she is watching Lila. We're still trying to figure out the kind of the balance and the plan of like when she's watching her. I feel like we have a good rhythm there, but the location, we're still working on that. All right, also the lighting is gonna be in and out while I'm walking because that's what happens when I'm walking outside. It's lovely and you get to see Chicago, but then it's just a pain to have to deal with. Also, I'm still trying to get comfortable with like doing this in Chicago. I feel like in New York, I got real comfortable with it and people just like didn't care. Not that I think people will care here, but it's also like the middle of the afternoon on a Tuesday, so there's not very many people out and about. Anyways, we're trying to play around with the location. For a long time, my mom just came to our apartment and it was just easier where Lila had all her stuff. But now that she's getting older, her naps are getting longer, it is nice for my mom not to have to like sit and kill a bunch of time while she's sleeping at our house, like for her to be able to be at her own house. So we're just trying to figure it all out, especially now that the weather is getting nicer. It does make it easier, like, you know, when it's really cold or snowy, I don't want to leave the house. Although I do have my puffy jacket on today. We were teased with some beautiful weather like the last couple of weeks, and now it's cold again. So while I was working, something came to me, something very specific for my business, that the actual like thing I realized is irrelevant, but what I wanted to share, what it made me want to share with you, is the reminder that goal setting, project planning, business running, life is a lot of trial and error. And there's going to be a lot of times that you're going to need to try something new, and you can think about it logically, you can have all the plans and the pro-con lists, but until you actually try it, you will not know if it's going to work for you. Like, there is just no way of knowing. And like, I know that, and I've known that for goal setting and felt confident implementing it in my personal goals for years. I don't worry about the wasted time, like it doesn't feel wasted to me, it feels good. But for business, I still struggle sometimes. There's times that I'm like, this system is working and I don't want to try something new, or I try something new and it fails and I'm like, oh, I wasted this much time trying this new thing, etc. And it's like, it's always going to be like that. Like, and you are always going to be trying new things, seeing if it works, and figuring out what does and doesn't. So I just sent a message to my VA before I pulled out the camera and was like, we're gonna try this for April and we're gonna see how it goes. And it's either gonna fix the issue that I felt like I had in March, because I tried something new in February and it worked, and it totally, like, it flowed and it worked. And then I tried to do it again in March and it didn't work. And so today I finally realized like why I think that is and what I'm gonna try different for April to kind of make up for that. So anyways, that was my realization today. and I feel like I'm just in a really good mood. I'm going to meet up at my mom's. My mom is cooking dinner. That's the other really nice thing about us all being at my mom's, is that my mom will cook dinner and we will pay for our portion. Not that I feel like I have to explain that, but like, I'm going to. We are 30 something adults. My mom just doesn't cook us dinner on a Tuesday, like we contribute, but the time and effort of actually cooking the meal, yeah, sign me up for not having to do that. So that's where I'm headed. And my mom will invite like all of her adult children if they would like to participate in the dinner. So my brother might be coming over. I don't know about my sister, but yeah, it's a good day. Good morning. It is Wednesday. I thought I would show you my plans for the day, kind of talk about where things are going. I do a lot of plan with me videos, so if you want more of like the actual thought process of me planning out my day, check out my plan with me playlist. But this is my planner for the day. I guess because this is a weekly vlog, it would have been helpful to show you my plan for the week. So I have my plan for the week, and then I make my plan for the day, and it's pretty comparable. I maybe will add some things or move some things around. I try to do this plan in the order that I'm gonna do the things in, but truthfully, any excuse I have to put off my workout? No, I mean, maybe. But also I wasn't done with my coffee, and so I just decided to sit in my office and do these 2 steps. So I just finished prepping the live, and now I'm gonna film the top-down portion of the goals video. Today is the day that I'm filming my Q2 and my April goals video, but first I've got to film me actually writing in all of the goals. So I just finished doing all the markering piece of that. I like to do this step off camera, otherwise I rush it and tend to mess up, and I still messed up and had to print a new one. Well, I didn't mess up the marker per se. I realized that I'd printed out the Sunday start. And that's how far I got. And I was like, wait, this is a Sunday start and I don't want a Sunday start. So I reprinted the Monday start. I'm gonna go ahead and film the top down portions of the goals video. And I thought while we were in top down mode, I'd show you my planner. All right, I did the top down portion. I'm still in my pajamas. I also, I've been putting off filming my morning routine. So the other video that's going live this week on Wednesday, because there's no live because I'm in Houston celebrating Passover with family. So if you are watching this video the day it goes live, happy Passover to those who celebrate. But anyways, the video on Wednesday, it will be my morning routine. And I've had it on my calendar. Well, I knew I wasn't gonna film it Monday because we still had company. And so then I was like, well, I'll do it on Tuesday. Yesterday, our house was still not set back to normal, so I was not ready to film it. And then today, could have been, it could have been a good day. Like, could have been a good option. But because Wednesdays are the days that I have like a time limit on my whole morning because of the live starting at noon, like, and I have to get ready for the day. Most other days I like don't do my hair and makeup. And so I was like, you know what? Today is not the day. So I'm telling you now, tomorrow, I'm going to film my morning routine. I mean, I pretty much have to because I have plans every other day and it has to get done so that my editor can edit it. On with the rest of my day. Okay, I have to tell you about one of the cutest things, one of my favorite things. So my mom watches my daughter a lot to help me have time to work. I feel like I've shared that in videos before, but to share it again, if you're new here, my mom is retired. And so she watches my daughter usually like 2 to 3 days a week so that I can get some work done. And obviously Wednesdays are one of those days because I have the live today. Well, my mom has an appointment this morning, so she will be here before the live, but she's not here as early as she normally gets here on Wednesdays. And so I am sitting at my desk. I've got my little like stand mirror and I'm doing my makeup, and this little cutie patootie is down on the floor. Hello, hello. And she's got plenty of things to play with and look at, and more toys I will hand her, like if she throws one of these where she can't reach it, I hand her a new one. But when I'm like doing my makeup and not like looking at her, talking to her, she will sometimes just like stare at me and watch, and it's just the cutest thing. Can we give a smile? Can we give a smile? Those jammies are a little bit big on you, huh? We were at my mom's last night and she ended up making a huge mess with her dinner. So these were the jammies my mom had at her house, and they're a little bit big. But they're cute, and you're cute. I think they're from like Ross. No smile for the vlog? No, you're just gonna try to blow raspberries at them. Okay. All right, it is much later on Wednesday. I put all my work stuff on the bed with every intention to come in here and work after I took this bath, and it did not happen. I'm not good at nighttime baths nowadays because I will just stay in there and not get out, and it's bad. It's not bad. It's just, I wish I was better, and I'm not showing my face, sorry, right now. Like, I'm ready for bed. I wish I was better about, like, Lila went to bed, I get in the bath, I enjoy a reasonably length bath, and then I get out, whether I do work or I go to sleep, like, either way, I wish I hadn't spent that much time in the bath, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, I don't want to show you the planner because I added some stuff that I don't want to show you. So it's like strategically laid out here, but I wanted to tell you, this is a lap dust I talked about in Monday's clip, and I do still love this guy for working in bed. And then I recently got this clipboard. I will pop up a picture, have my editor pop a picture, thanks Amanda, of the clipboard because it also has stuff on there that I'm not ready to show. But there are a handful of like printed things, like printouts that I use a lot. One is my time tracker sheet that I showed in a recent Plan With Me video. One is my social media calendar that I can't remember. I think I did a video a long time ago about all the social media content I create and how I create it. Maybe I need to rewatch and see if that needs an update or not. If that's something you would be interested in and how I create my social media content, let me know down in the comments. I'm pretty sure I remember when I filmed that video. It was when we went to Austin for Sam's work trip. So it was summer of 22. So let me know if you want an update on one of those. But that printout is on this clipboard. And I used to put these things in a binder along with a bunch of other documents and like things I reference somewhat, but not that I reference every single day. And the binder is heavier. Like there's more stuff in there. And so if I'm going to like work at my mom's or at a coffee shop, I wanted something more portable. So I got this cute flower clipboard from Amazon. Sorry, work. You are not getting done. It's sorry, tomorrow, Laken. The work is not getting done because I'm going to bed. All right, it is Thursday afternoon. Yes, I'm still in my pajamas, but I have gotten a lot done today. I have filmed both my morning routine and a weekly plan with me. Both will be up. Hi, Charlie. Both will be up like the next 2 videos. The AM routine in just a couple days, like I mentioned, and then the plan with me will be next week's video. That emphasis was weird. And it was just one of those days that like things were going well and I was getting things done and Lila was in a good mood and I was like, I'm just not gonna worry about changing out my clothes. Also because the next step in our day is swim class. And so once we got closer, I was like, I'm not gonna put on clothes to then like put on my swimsuit and cover up. So I'm just still in my pajamas. She is sleeping now. So I'm gonna try to finish one more work thing before she gets up. And then when she gets up, it'll be time to go to swim lessons, which is just one of my favorite parts of the week. I love it. It flies by so fast every week. I don't know, I love swimming. I've always loved swimming and being in a pool. Let me know down in the comments. Are you a pool fan? Are you a swimmer? Water in general for me. Like, can we be by a lake, an ocean, a pool? Like, I want to be in the water. A river. When we were in Oregon, oh my gosh, was it the most beautiful river by our Airbnb that we could walk to and get in. It was lovely. I love me body water. And so I love swimming with my little girl. It's so fun. We also today started planning, readjusting. So literally yesterday, I filmed my goals videos. Those were up a few weeks ago. And one of my Q1 goals was to plan and book our 2024 travel. And if you watched that video, I talked about how I didn't do the whole year because that was unrealistic to begin with, but the first half of the year was all planned out. And that also included a trip we're going on the very beginning of July. Well, we're switching it up. We're still going on that trip the beginning of July. We're just leaving earlier and going to other cities on the way. It all stemmed, so our trip in July was to go to San Antonio, which is where I'm from and where my dad and family still live. And then also head down, they have a beach house, lake, canal house, whatever you want to call it. They call it a beach house, but I'm like, we're not on the beach. The coast house, sometimes it's referred to, down in Corpus. And so we were planning to go down there for the 4th. Some of my stepmom's family from upstate is coming in, so they will finally get to meet Lila, and it's gonna be lovely. And so those flights have been booked for a long time. Those plans have been made. Well, then Sam got invited to participate in a work thing in Dallas the Thursday before. And it's a really good opportunity. He gets to bring a +1, and I have never gone in years past for a number of different reasons. And it finally like the date works that I could go. So we are actually gonna go, all of us are gonna go to Dallas together. And then we're going to spend a little extra time there to see people that we know and love in Dallas. And then we're gonna drive to Austin and stop and say hi to people that we know and love in Austin. And then we will make our way down to San Antonio. So I did some of that earlier today where I like canceled, this is when I love Southwest, y'all. This is like, if we hadn't booked those San Antonio flights on Southwest, this would have been a lot less feasible, like switching it up like this, because if we were on a different airline, canceling it, you have to pay a giant fee. So because it was Southwest, I was able to cancel those flights from here to San Antonio and keep our flights home, and then book all 3 of us on a flight to Dallas. So I still haven't booked the rent car piece of this, and then a hotel in Austin. So that is on my list. I just went ahead and moved it to next week. I was like, I'm not gonna prioritize that. The flight was important to me to get that situated, but I'm not concerned about the rest of it. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not thinking about it right. I don't think that hotel and rent car prices fluctuate or go up near as much as flights. Like, getting the flight fix now to me seemed like an economic decision. Like, I needed to get that task done, or an economic like to-do list item. And the other 2, the hotel and the rent car, don't seem that way to me, but whatever. Maybe I'm wrong. If you have any insider knowledge, let me know. Okay, now I'm rambling and putting off my work. Bye. All right, it is Thursday night. The bad news, Texas did not look good today. They did not play well. The good news, they still pulled out the win and are going on to the second round. But they're likely gonna end up playing a 2 seed in the second round. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I just wanted them to make it out of the round of 64. The best news though is that the game is already over. It was a 5-something game, so it's already over and I get to go to bed early. I'm just tired. It was a great day. We had a great day. Like, I got so much done work-wise that I wanted to get done, and we had swim lessons, and then Texas won. We had a great dinner that I made. I'm trying out some new recipes. I'm trying to find like really easy recipes. I've always wanted to spend the least amount of time in the kitchen as possible, but even more so now, it feels so important to me that I find recipes that are easy in terms of the effort that it takes me to do them. Not necessarily the fastest, but like the easiest. So like tonight we had chicken in the crock pot, and it was good. I don't think it was great. I think it could use a tweak here or there, but that had been sitting all day. And then I made rice in the rice cooker, which is not the fastest way, it feels like, to cook rice, but it's easy. And then I put Brussels sprouts in the oven. So it, like, time-wise, it took time for all those things to cook, but effort-wise, it was very easy and simple. But I'm tired. I'm just tired. I'm ready for bed. So I'm gonna go actually take a shower to get the chlorine off of me, and then get to bed. Good morning. Happy Friday. Yes, I'm still in my pajamas. It's about 10:45-ish. And oh my gosh, I just saw like these kids are out walking probably from the daycare around us. And they like, kids, if you've never lived in a city, you've probably never seen daycare kids in the city. They all like hold on to this string and they have like it around their wrists. Anyway, sorry, distracted by the cute kids walking on my sidewalk. So if I had thought yesterday a little bit about what the timing was gonna be like today, I wouldn't feel as frantic as I feel. But I'm gonna film this clip while my nails finish drying and tell you a little bit about the franticness. So my friend and I have been doing this Friday morning date. Well, this is only the second one, but it's absolutely lovely. She comes over like relatively early. She's also a morning person. She also works for herself and has flexibility, and we hang out and she has breakfast with Lila, and we just have like a little morning and she gets to see Lila. And then when she goes down for her nap, we watch Grey's Anatomy. We both still watch Grey's. Let me know in the comments if you're still a Grey's watcher. I know I've asked that before on a vlog, and it's so fun. Anyways, the new episode comes out on Thursday nights. So we started it last week when the new season started, and it was so fun and like just flowed so perfectly that we were like, we'll do it again. So Lila goes down for a nap. We watch Grey's Anatomy and paint our nails. I went with, and we're both the Dazzle Dry fans. I think I've talked before about her and how we have a spreadsheet of all the Dazzle Dry colors that we each have. And and we like go back and forth and share. And so the spreadsheet will say like at Laken's house, like whatever. It's the best. So anyways, this is Starstruck. Probably one of the first, if not the first Dazzle Dry color I ever bought. It's like this rose gold. Oh, I love it so much. It's so pretty. So we painted our nails, and then last week she hung out until we had to leave for gymnastics. She had a prior commitment that she headed off to this morning, which works out because now I have about an hour to tidy up, because normally I do that as part of my morning routine. Video coming very soon. And also pack for Lila and I. We are going to stay at my mom's. So my husband tonight is having a dinner for, so he was in API fraternity, and he is hosting like an API dinner for alumni, not just of his chapter, but any chapters that live in Chicago, at our house tonight. And so we're gonna leave. Lila and I are not gonna participate, and we're gonna go spend the night at my mom's. And in theory, it was a good idea, because I was like, oh, well, we can just come straight to your house after gymnastics, and then we're just there. And now I'm like, now I gotta pack. I know it's one night, and my mom has a lot of stuff, which is very nice. I'm gonna switch arms because my arm is tired. And it's only one night, and my mom has a lot of stuff for, not really, I guess, I mean, yes, for me. Like, I don't need to think about packing like face wash to go to my mom's, right? And she has plenty of stuff for Lila. So it's just like a handful of things that I feel like I need to get packed, and get myself ready for the day. So that is what I'm gonna do in the next hour. Again, in retrospect, I wish I had done like 1 or 2 things yesterday, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. That is gonna be it for this video. If you liked this vlog, I really have no idea what it was, what was even in it. I'm getting back into the groove of weekly vlogging, but I think there's value there. I think I just need to figure out what it looks like now in my life. But if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every week focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching. I do think the weekly vlog, printer, breathe for a second. Why did I do that? Hold on. Needs to be specific to my little, hello, it is, do I need to say hello?